Very much, Mr. Tony. Good morning, fellow entrepreneurs. I have to address you as entrepreneurs because I know either the whole of us are entrepreneurs or we are aspiring to be entrepreneurs. I think that is actually why we feel it deemed necessary to participate in a training like this. So, class, my name, like he said, is Ishaq Hamis. I work with Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, that is SMEDAN. So, class, today I am going to take you on identification of business opportunities. Identification of business opportunities, class. First, we should try to actually understand the importance of having this model, identification of business opportunities. Class, to be frank, most of businesses in the world are failing after some time, not because most of these business owners lack the managerial skills of how to manage the organization or the business, and not because they don't have enough resources to manage the organization, but class, mostly it's because of their decision. They made the wrong decision on the right business to go into. You find out that until they start a business for some time, after some time they felt this is not the right business for me. Because class, most of businesses come with challenges. All businesses have a risk. Definition of business is not complete if it doesn't come with risks. Then you give it another name. So this business you've selected must have to come with risks. Maybe at the initial it's being good. By the time the actual challenges come, will you be able to overcome these challenges? That is when they look at it and say, look, after all, other people advise me to go into this business. It's not my business. Then he will drop it. He will drop the business after acquiring a little bit of experience, maybe gathering a little bit number of customers. Then from there, he will leave it and start looking for another business. Class, it is for this reason that we want to go through identification of business ideas, business opportunities. I will start by trying to actually give a simple explanation of an entrepreneur who wants to identify a business opportunity or who wants to identify the best business you want to go into. Look, class, an entrepreneur simply is a person that he doesn't even care about himself. He cares the most about his customers. He's a creative thinker. He always tries to look at things and add value to it. And he felt once he's able to add value to whatever he is having with him, then people will appreciate it and he can sell it for them and they pay willingly. That is an entrepreneur class. Let's look at it like this. There are supposed to be two ways or two types of thinkers. There are those people that think ordinarily. Whatever you give them, they appreciate and say thank you, and they go. But there are others that once ever you give them something, they look at it, they show their appreciation actually, they say thank you and all this, but they will not use it that time. Maybe pure water, bottled water, given to two people. The first one will just take it and appreciate it and he will drink. But the other one will look at the content, he will show his appreciation as a matter of fact, he will look at the content, the container and also the content. Then he will think, what can I add a little bit value to this one that will make me conveniently utilize it? He may be a farmer. He used to go to the farm. He doesn't go with bottled water. But now he wants to go to the farm with this bottled water you give him. For him to conveniently use it in the farm as he works in the farm, he needs at least to be creative. There is this bending wire. He may get a bending wire, tie it at the neck, the top neck of the bottle, and form a hook-like structure that he can easily hang it on the tree branch. So that by the time he finishes farming, he wants to drink water, he will just remove it from the branch and open it and drink. He has added value to convince him, for him to be convenient as he uses it. For instance, another farmer that just come to pass, he sees it. He say, look, this is an initiative. I would like this type of water. He say, yes, it's the normal water. You pay for the normal water and you will pay additional money for the additional value I've added. That is a creative thinker. Class, that is the gist about this one. So we're starting from the class like this with also another example that identification of business opportunities. A shoe company sent two of its representatives to go to a local community to market their product. Each representative was given 10 pairs of shoes to sell. On getting to that village community, they discover that the people in this community do not even wear shoes. Last, they have been sent to a community that doesn't need what, or they doesn't wear what they are asked to come and make sales. But there are two representatives. Let us see how they look at things. Two thinkers. The first representative called back the office and says, sir, we made a mistake. These people do not wear shoes. So I'm coming back to the office immediately. When he has seen there is no opportunities at all, the people do not even wear what he comes to sell. He felt it's high time he goes back to the office. He may have something better to do in the office. But what about the next representative? The second representative called the office and said, boss, those people do not wear shoes. Could you send more shoes? Because I want to sell shoes to all of them. Look at why the other person did not see opportunity at all, but this one is saying that there are abound. There are a lot of opportunities. The whole community do not wear shoes, and she felt they needed the shoe. Maybe they don't know they need the shoe. So class, by tomorrow you're going to have marketing techniques. You're going to be taught marketing techniques. So now she has gotten an opportunity. She has gotten a market. She's gotten people that want shoes, but they don't know. So class, in marketing techniques or in marketing, we call them the marketing mix, there are the 5 P's, or they are the 5 P's: product, place, price, promotion, and people. So her next problem will be promotion. That's the 4th P, promotion. These people do not wear shoes probably because they don't know what a shoe is or what will it do to them. Then she had asked, how does she structure her promotional strategy in order to let them understand what a shoe is? Even when they wear the shoe, what would the shoe do to them after, or what is the importance of the shoe to them after wearing the shoe? We call it the after use benefit for whatever product. So class, then she will strategize on how to let them understand that this is a shoe. A shoe is, this thing I come to sell for you is well structured in such a way that because of the terrain you used to go to the river to fetch water, you go to farm, and your road, your nature of road is very maybe rough. Or by the once you are able to, and you have things like scorpions, snakes, and all these things. So those things, if you are able to use this thing I come to sell for you, which is the shoe, Even the stink of the scorpion cannot penetrate the shoe and meet your leg. Not to talk about how concentrated and well articulated the sole of the shoe is, that you can step on the snake you don't even know, and you pass. So until they are able to understand this one, they say, yes, in fact, until they are able to understand the importance of shoes, then they will say they want it, and they will be ready to pay. The only thing she wants to do is let them actually understand the importance of the shoe to them when they wear it, and even after they wear it. After they wear the shoe, yes, their legs will be smooth. They won't be having problem of cracks and all these things. Successful businesses commence by exploring gaps in existing business opportunities or fresh needs for a goods or services. What we are saying here is, for anybody that is into business and is making it, has a business, is making it till today, he is able to be in a business because he is able to identify a missing gap in that community or in that environment he's making stuff. By identifying the missing gap, he tried to build it up. Filling up the business, the missing gap is now into a business. Example class. For instance, we all move to a new estate environment that is newly established. You find out that there are no chemists, there are no pharmacies, there are no even shops for us to even buy breads. So most of these people in this environment used to go extra mile outside the environment to go and look for bread to eat and other things. So for me, that I'm looking for a business opportunity or a business to go into, I felt that, look, there is a missing gap here. People used to leave this community to go to another community to buy things. Then let me identify the best thing they wanted so that I can be able to produce them. Or build a shop, stock these things, and they will come and buy. I'm now into a business, or I'm now in business. Then they say, oh, fresh needs for goods or services. In that one, I was the one that identified what they want, the gap. I understand what they want. But now, fresh needs for goods or services, I am the one to let them or to make them identify or create the need for them to buy other things. Like the case of the second representative of a shoe company that identify the opportunities and let them understand it and made them create the need for, or she made them understand that they need shoes. What brings business opportunities? Poor delivery of services, class. Those are things that will ginger you, make you identify easily opportunities that are available. Poor delivery of services, shop products. Yes. Once products are poorly delivered or poorly structured, that make customers buy it, not because they want it, maybe because they don't have alternative, they just have to buy them. So for me that want to go into a business, I identify that, look, people are buying this one not to their taste, not the way they want it, but they just have to pay for it. So for that reason, I try to identify, try to understand the way they want it, how they want it, when they want it, and where they want it conveniently. Then I will do it a little bit better Before, I don't even know the business, but now I know there is a business and they are not delivering the services fine. Then I will identify that business, do it a little bit better, package it better than before, and try to deliver it conveniently to them, possibly at their doorsteps or on their table where they work. Now I'm into a business. They will even prepare my product because it's well delivered, better produced than this. Secondly, overpriced product class. This is where the evil of monopoly comes in. Some people, irrespective of the cost of production, they put price the way they want it. They skyrocket the price to their own will because they don't have competitors. Because the customers have no other alternative, they have to buy. So for me, that is looking for business opportunities, and I now understand that, look, this, let me use an example. There is corn drinks, kununzaki, let me say kununzaki, a local drinks, that I later understand that this person that is selling kununzaki in this locality is selling it at a high cost. I happen to understand that the cost of producing this kununzaki is 25 naira, and he's selling it 100 naira per bottle. I look at it, say, look, this is a business. I can produce this business even at a higher cost, which is maybe produce it 30 naira per bottle, production cost per bottle, 30 naira, and I will sell it at 100 naira percent, 100% profit margin, which is 60 naira. Now the product is a little bit better because now the cost of production is 30 naira. It's no longer 25. It's a better product. I've made it a little bit better, but as a matter of fact, it's better. So, and I am now, apart from adding the value, I have now reduced the price conveniently for them to buy. So now I have I have break the evil of monopoly, or the power of monopoly he has. People who will now buy, smiling, they can now buy a better things at a cheaper price. And if he still want to compete and continue in business, then it means he has to improve on the quality of his product and reduce the price for him to be in the market. So automatically you can see the customers are getting better advantage here. They are getting a better product and a cheaper price. The next one is new advanced technology. Class, technology is so sophisticated that maybe as an entrepreneur, I don't think I can do anything about it. But how can I tap an opportunity from it? How can I create my business from this advanced technology? Let me use an example. Assuming I work with an organization or a government organization that they pay for internet services at the beginning of the year, they pay for a complete year. So it means there is accessibility of internet services there in that organization throughout the year. I work with the government. I work there. I will work conveniently there. When I have my leisure time, I will tap from this opportunity and go into businesses like online businesses, like buying and selling of shares, like other type of businesses that are reliable. Thank you. So, excuse me, class. You see, so if I'm able to tap, I will go into online businesses, buying and selling of shares. I will be the one to control my business. It's even better than the type of business that I will send huge amount of money to someone I know somewhere to help me make sales. to help me manage my business. And he will be giving me wrong feedback, telling me that the business is successful, until when I come to go through the business, I find out that it's a wrong, he's giving me a wrong information. Maybe the business is dying. But this one, I am working where I'm working, using the opportunity to do my business, control my resources. That is another one. Vehicles of identifying business opportunities class. Now we are able to understand opportunities. Things that once I utilize them, I make the best of profit. I make the best of sales. So class, the business vehicles of identifying business opportunities. Those vehicles, those are things that move you, support you to be able to identify business opportunities, to easily identify the opportunity that will suit you. We said the entrepreneurship personality. That is your personality. Your personality also helps. Then we also said knowing the process for identification. We then say, after knowing the process of identification of business opportunities, then you follow the part of the process. I will explain this better now. Let's take your personality, that's entrepreneurial personality. Entrepreneurial personality class, we try to use the animals to easily explain personality traits. So class, there are those people that have the trait, the personality of the lion. There are also other people that have that of an owl, that of a turtle, and that of the hen. Let us talk about that of the lion. Those people that have the personality of the lion, those are their strengths. Class, even within our family, there are those type of people that have that type of personality that when they come back from work, from the office, from the market, or from wherever they come back home, they don't knock on the door and announce their present, class. They only clear their throat. And you find out that the people in the house will start rearranging. They will go helter-skelter, trying to rearrange the structure of the house before he comes in. Class, that is leadership style. So it means this, your personality trait will not only help you in deciding the right business you will go into, but rather it will also help you in understanding the type of leadership style you're going to adopt in your type of business. We call this type of leadership style autocratic type of leadership style. These people that have this type of character, this type of personality class, they are highly competitive. Class, we all know that in a jungle, there is hardly a part of the jungle that the lion is afraid to go into. So likewise, those people that have these personalities, there is no part of the market, no matter how aggressive, no matter how competitive the market is, they say this is the market we're going for. They are highly competitive. They are result-oriented class. Once ever they set a target, they want to get this thing, irrespective of the challenges that are associated with it, they will say, we must get it. Even if they are going to go a little bit to the left, that is spend other type of money in order to buy that thing. Class, they will do it only to get what they made, what they want. We call them, as managers, we call them efficient managers. No, we call them effective managers. Irrespective of the amount they spend to get the result. They are highly aggressive class. They are highly aggressive. Those type
So
of
again, like.
this type of people that have this type of challenge, strength or personality, they are those ones that go for, they knock on those where there are risk. They go for risky type of businesses. Plus, we always say in management that the higher the degree of risks in business, the more the rate of returns. They say that is the type of business we are doing. They don't care about the degree of risk, but they look at the returns and they say, let's go for it. That is highly aggressive type of, or we call them the autocratic type of. Then the next one, class, let's talk about the owl. The owl, we all know the owl, class, is a very trickish type of bird and a wise bird. Because of its trickish nature, class, it doesn't even come out in the daytime. It comes only when it is seriously dark. And irrespective of the degree, the density of the darkness, class, they are able to identify their or trace their prey. Class, because of their trickiness and the density, irrespective of the density of the darkness, they can strike. They learn once to grab their prey. They never learn twice or thrice, but they learn once to grab their prey, irrespective of the darkness, class. That is to show you how trickish they are. Why are they like that? Class, because they are highly analytical. Those people that have this type of a quality, they are highly analytical. They don't just take a business decision just like that. They don't close their eyes and take a business decision just like that. But they rely on, they are cautious, they rely on facts and data. They look for information about the business. They look for information about the market. They look for information about the type of business they're going into before they take a decision. They are seriously strategic in taking a decision because they know as they take a decision for a business, it's either to move the business forward or that decision will destroy the business. So for that, they are seriously analytical. Class, they also are aggressive. They also agree with the higher the degree of risk, the more the rate of returns. But they say they don't just close their eyes and take whatever degree of risk. They don't just take any type of risk, but they analyze the risk situation. They try to reduce the degree of risk, and they always take an acceptable degree of risk. They are precise in taking decisions, class. Once ever they take a business decision, they are precise about it because they have gotten all the necessary information, data, and whatever they want, irrespective of that business. Then they take a decision. Nobody can change their decision because they are okay with it. They've gotten all the information they want. Class, the next one we are going to talk about is the sociable, which is the hen. Class, the hen is sociable. Why is she sociable or why is it sociable? Class, we all remember that the hen is a type of a creature, that is a type of a living that try to listen and assume it understand your feelings. Because of her nature, she assumes she even understands the feeling of an egg or the eggs she lays. She noticed that the feelings of the egg she lays is to have the best warm temperature for it to hatch successfully and conveniently. So she provides it. You find out that from morning till evening, she lies on her eggs. She's trying to be reasonable with the egg. She's magnetic as a matter. Yes, she is. Even class, even if the eggs hatches, she tried to do whatever she can to protect the eggs, I mean the chicks, from any type of danger. Look at her size, but irrespective of your size, whatever, she tried to protect, fight back to protect her eggs. She is sociable. So those type of people that have this type of personalities, we say they are very good. They have very good customer relationship. By the time you are able to come and conduct a business or transact a business relationship with them, buy something or whatever, the way they are going to accept you, the way they are going to give you all the privilege, the convenience for you to actually pronounce what you really want, they will take their time, because they don't want you to go and say something and they will provide something that is not really what you want. Until you are satisfied, they say the customer is king. Until you are, they are able to satisfy what you want, then you can pay them. So they are sociable. They reason with you to understand what you want, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, and they will provide it. Plus, they are highly magnetic. Why are they? We all remember that the chicks or the chickens, once you pour grains on the ground for them to eat, once she's able to identify, to see it, and she starts eating it, no matter the number of chasing away you're going to chase it away from that, it will still come back. It's magnetic. Plus, those people that have this quality in us, they are the type of people that are very patient as they make sales, as they try to promote their product, as they come to advertise their product, as they want you to understand their product. They bring a product today and you say you don't want it. Tomorrow they will still come back. Next tomorrow they will still come back. They know they brought it, but they will still come back. At a point in time, you say, this man is disturbing me. Then you start abusing him. He will accept the abusance and he will still come back the next day and say, yeah, Mr. Man, in fact, I've forgotten to even tell you that it also does this and this and this. Up to a point where you say, look, if I don't buy this thing, this person can disgrace me in front of other people. So, Mr. Man, how much do you sell it? And he will say, yeah, this, and he will sell it. Look, they are so persuasive, not because they really want you only to buy the product, but because they have confidence in what they do. Class, by the time you are able to buy and test their product, tomorrow you will be the one looking for them to come and buy them, not them looking for you again. The next one, class, is the total. We remember the totals are very patient, they are very slow, relaxed, and very sincere. Those people that have these qualities, they are sincere, they are relaxed, they are patient. They are not aggressive. Once the market is so competitive and very aggressive, they say, no, forget about it. We can be patient. Let's try it another time. Irrespective of the degree of returns, profit in it, they say, no, forget it. We can still survive. They are sincere, which is very difficult and dangerous in business. In a highly competitive situation, we don't know of sincerity. The competitive situation is a situation where they try to send you out of market by all means, so that people will recognize their product and buy only their own. But in a sincere type of situation, it's not like that. So because they are so sincere and slow in taking a decision, they are predictable. They are easily sent out of the market. But they have a very good and effective leadership style, class. Their leadership style is what we call the democratic type of leadership style. They try as much as possible to take notice of their staffs and forget about the competitive situation. They try to create sincerity, not in the market, but rather in the management of their staffs, so that there will be better productivity, improved productivity, because until your staffs are okay by your type of leadership style, they feel that they are part of the decision making of the business. They say, this is our business. They protect the interests of the business where you, the manager, is not there. You, the owner of the business, is not there. Because as you take them along when you are taking a decision. These strengths can be shared depending on the type of business situation you find yourself. In order to improve in certain qualities which you don't have, then you are okay to downpraise your own and borrow or copy it from another one. There are certain type of businesses that will have to fully deal, the owner of the business will have to fully deal with the customers. For that reason, you don't have to be strange. You have to borrow the type of social situation that the hen is living. so that you will be able to communicate easily with people, attract people to come closer to you and buy your product. And likewise, the hen, if you are able to copy some of the qualities of the lion, then your speed will increase, that you will be fast-paced, you will be extroverted, and you will increase in your risk-taking, which will move your business forward. So class, I'm only trying to say that the shares, I mean, you can, depending on the type of market situation, depending on the type of customer activities you're going to do, you're going to deal with, then you can structure. Like the extroverted, this one, the extroverted type of leadership style is one that you have more preference on your customers outside. You remember the type of good customer relationship she has? She has better customer relationship, so she's extroverted. She cares the more about her customers. Class, if you are so much caring about your customers, sometimes you forget about your staffs. You remember the new generation banks, when they come out, they use this strategy. They care, they are more extroverted. Class, they care the more about their customers. Once their staffs default any of their customers, they can even send their staff away, out, in order to prepare their customers. So class, it depends on the type of environment or business situation you are, you can share the trade. We are now done with your personality. Now, knowing the process for identification of business opportunities. Class, I will start here by trying to reflect on one important thing. Class, whatever business I'm deciding to go into, I must have all the money I have aside. I want to inject, I want to invest in the business. I must have gone through a lot of sacrifices, class, in order to get this money. So in that case, I don't just close my eye and take a decision on any type of business, class. I want a business that will not only be successful, class, but rather be successful and also sustainable till the end of my time. Not only my time, I would also want it if my children will also benefit from it. So for that, I don't just close my eye and take any type of the business, but I should make certain analysis, studies, understand certain things to see if it can be okay for me to go into this business. Can this business be successful and sustainable? Is it okay? So those are there. In that case, we have the 3 E's for us to actually assess. Until they are okay by us, they align with each other, then we say this business will be successful. One, the 3 E's, we say the entrepreneur, the enterprise, and the environment. Class, we should be able to assess us as the entrepreneur. Social economic profile. What type of an economy that I come from? How aggressive it is, how competitive it is, how business vibrant it is. If I'm able to survive in this type of vibrant or aggressive type of economy or business environment, then it means I know the type of business that will suit me. Example class I give. Let's take an example of an aggressive environment like Lagos. I am in Lagos, in a state, in a town where apparently everything is aggressive. For you to only stop a car, a bus, they call it motorway and others. For you to stop a bus and the bus will stop instantly for you to enter is a lie. You stop and it only reduces its speed for you to run seriously and join up. Grab it and join, then it continues. Look at how aggressive that situation is. When you are able to go to their markets, because of the competitive situation like that of the lion, There is no sympathy there. If you are not a very good bargainer or whatever, something of 100 naira, they sell it 1,000 for you. And because they are very aggressive and very structured in doing that, you fail, you are satisfied. But they've cheated on you. Class, look at how aggressive and marketable the situation is. So I come from that. There is no issue of sincerity on whatever there. They just want to make it. If I'm able to come out from this type of environment and someone come from, let me say, excuse me, I say Sokoto. Sokoto is a type of environment that is not as aggressive as that of Lagos. And most of their businesses is like that of the Toto. There is sincerity in it. There is a type of competition that I will be making sell throughout the day, and I later realize that my neighbor, my next neighbor or my competitor is not making enough sales. Then once other people come to buy product from me, I will say, no, please go to my other competitor, because throughout today he didn't make sales, and I don't want him to go home without making sales. Look at how sincere it is. It's completely different from the lion type of environment. So once the two of us come, he comes from Sokoto and I come from this type of environment, and we start a business like this, maybe having the same type of business, the same type of capital, amount of capital and all these things. By the time we start the business, I promise you, class, by the time I will be looking for an additional space to expand my business, that will be the same time that this one will be tapping me at the back and saying, Mr. Man, can you buy the remaining part of my business because I want to go back home? This is not my business environment. So I should have to be able to understand the environment to see if I can survive in that environment. Then I will know the type of business that will suit me. Glad. The next thing to assess is my background. What type of background did I, one, come from, or did I obtain? I may have come from a background where I found out that my parents are into poultry farming. Since when we were the babies, or I was a baby, we used to come and look at the birds when they brought them. And at a point in time where the one changing, feeding this thing and changing pieces and all these things. Then at a point in time, I am now at the point where if I see anywhere I see a hen moving somehow, I can tell you that, look, if you don't do this or this to this hen, I'm giving you 3 hours, it will die. And so it will be, because now I have a lot of experience on poultry. That is my background. Or class, I may have studied computer in my secondary school, computer in the university, and I worked with a firm for about 7, 8, 10 years in computer department. Class, we were so genius that whenever they are going to operate computers, they have to look for us. Then when they want to buy parts or new computers, they call on us to go and look for the best ones, and we know all the market, we know where to make maneuvers, we know where it's cheaper, where we even know where to buy fake ones and make them look real. And we add zeros to the amount so that to make other money. So, but class, today I'm going to do the business my own. It's going to be my own business. Do you think that anybody will come and go to all these corners and come and tell me a fake news? It won't, because I have the experience. So class, for me to select the right business, or for you to select the best of business for you, that it's not going to only be successful, but sustainable, class, you need to select the business that you have the best of experience. Class, as you have the best of experience, you can even foresee, you can even forecast, you can even expect an expectation. Always, you can expect the unexpected, class. You can look at the future and say, look, if we don't do this, from all indication, this will happen. Because you have experience, then you make provision on how to overcome this situation that will soon come. Class, the next one is the issue of interest. Interest, as a matter of fact, class. Interest, class, as a matter of fact, is the secret of sustainability of whatever type of business you want to go into. It is only and only if you have interest in whatever business you want to go into that once ever the risks, the challenges that are associated with that business come up, you will still stand and overcome the challenges for you to see the business succeed. Irrespective of the fact that the whole world will come and say, Mr. Man, you're wasting your time, excuse me. Mr. Man, you're wasting your time. It will not work. You say, no. Because you have interest, you say, no, it's just a matter of adding this and this, and a little bit of study addition from this, and it will make it. Class, that is the secret of sustainability. Interest. Select the business that you have the base of interest in it. Then, environment. Let us see how we are going to bring the environment to suit these qualities we have, or this thing I have in mind. Location peculiarities. Class, location matters a lot in whatever type of business I want to do. I may be the best in a certain type of business, but will that business work in this environment I want to do the business? For instance, class, I may be a producer of pork meat, the best in town. But I still want to sell the pork meat market in, let me say Sokoto again, Sokoto. Not even inside Sokoto, very close to the Sultan's house. And I will make my sophisticated pork meats selling point. It will not work because why? That location is not for that market. The people, the culture, the tradition, I think even their religion doesn't accept it. So it's not my market. But it's a very good business if I can be able to identify the whole, understand where the location is. There are places where when I do it, I will be the best of seller. Location is very necessary. Then infrastructure, class. Infrastructure. What infrastructures that are able, the availability of that structure that will support my business, not destroy my business, not strengthen my business. Class, for instance, when I was given an example, I say I work in an environment where there is free access to internet services. So I use that free access to go into a business. You see, so the facilities or the infrastructures there, how are they going to support me? For instance, I also want to go to ice block making industry. I want to start producing ice block. And if I'm looking for a location, the first thing I will ask of is how steady and fluent is the supply of life there? I'm producing egg, like I said. So how good is the terrain? That's the road network from my office, from my factory to the market, because I will be moving eggs every morning. So it means if the terrain is poor, is bad, then it means the moment a pickup of crate of eggs moves to the market, then half broken number of eggs will be brought back. So competition is very necessary for me to understand if the business I'm going to do is going to survive here or not. Class, the first thing I'm going to do is this thing I understand I can do the better in this location. I want to do it. Who are the competitors? Who are those people that are producing this thing I want to produce? Who are those people that are producing something, this product, and I now try to understand their strengths, their weaknesses, so that I will be able to understand if I can overcome their strengths and take a very good advantages or take advantages of their weaknesses in order to make the best of self. What addition can I add in their strength so that I will have the best product? Class, until I understand this, then I will say, yes, I can do the business here. If their strength is so sophisticated that I cannot even attempt them, then I will leave it. This is not my market. social cultural factor is also necessary, class. Social cultural factors are so very necessary, class, because that's the culture of that and their tradition is necessary for me to understand, because class,
Okay.
they said that a type of dance I will do in a certain community and people will like it at clubhouse and even pay me money. If I'm able to do it in another community and the same type of dance and whatever, probably they will stone me and send me out of that community. So for that, I should understand those things that will go fluently and effectively, and they will accept it the more in their own community. Look, class, even the name for my product, I should be able to conduct a research, no matter how simple the research is, to understand if they want it or they don't. Will it go with their places, or will it go with their type of culture or not? For instance, in my community or in my type of culture, the way we give names, the way we pronounce things is so soft. If for now I'm going to sell a product in another environment that the way they pronounce things are softer than mine, maybe our own is harsh, then if I give that product a name, then they will find it very difficult to pronounce it. For instance, class, a mother, for instance, I'm going to produce a seasoning, and I will give it a name that is very conk like this, difficult to pronounce. And you know, it's the ladies that uses seasoning a lot. Maybe a lady will send her daughter or her son to go and buy that seasoning with my name, with that name that is so strong as he pronounced. Then the boy will tell her mother, or the lady will tell her mother, or the son will tell his mother that I am not going, mother. She said, why? He said, look, mother, when I go, I try to pronounce the name, the whole place will laugh at me, or they keep on laughing at me, so I can't go. So it is very necessary and very good for me to understand the culture, the way they pronounce things, the way they do their things, what are taboos to them, and what are not good, and what are acceptable to them. Until I know, then I feel my business is fit for that business environment. Then resources. Resources availability. Am I going to go into a business that I will go extra mile to go and look for the resources to do the businesses? Am I going to do computer outfit that in that environment nobody knows how to use a computer? So I need to go to Lagos or any other very far place to go and employ boys that will come and operate. It means I'm going to look for a location for them to stay. I will be paying for their accommodation and all these things. So it's better for me to look for a business that I felt the resources are very much available close. Then economic condition. I want to go into pure water business. What are government regulations? What are the conditions around that place? What did they say? They say, look, because people take it, we want to know how hygienic it is. So there is a body, an institution that controls that. You have to register with them, the NAFDAC and all these things. I should know all this because I want my business not only to be just a business, but a legal business that I will present it anywhere. The next one, class, is enterprises. Enterprises. The enterprise will talk about the nature of business activities I want to do. Am I going to do manufacturing type of business? Am I going to do services or buying and selling, which is trading? Then the next one is size of investment. Now I have understand the type of business I can do or I want to do. So how do I start it? It's a new business, or even if it is not new. Do I bring every amount of my money, that's the whole amount of my capital, and inject it into the business? Or no, takes a little part of the money for it to enable me start the business and understand the environment, understand the businesses, understand all the challenges that are associated with these businesses, try to create customers, try to understand who are my competitors and how to fight them. Until I'm able to do that, even if I lose this money, there is no problem. It is a credit. It is an achievement. So when I'm coming back to the market fully, I am now here to fight. I'm now here to be a competitor. So I will bring huge amount of money because I know the secret about the business now. Plus, the next one is product. Product, class, they say product is your ambassador. The way you structure your product enables you to penetrate whatever type of market, because it presents you where you are not, or it represents you where you are not there. The quality. Class, in the whole other part of or activities in business, you can compromise other things, but your product should not be compromised no matter what. So it is only and only if it is not compromised, then you create what we call the goodwill. Class, remember the issue of the pick milk, pick of the pack. Remember Coca-Cola, they are maintaining the quality. They don't at any point in time play with their or compromise the quality of their product. That is why today, even in no matter what locality you go, you see they are still there and maintaining their. So class, the next one is technology. Technology, how do technology comes in? Class, if you are able to identify, start the business and whatever, then at a point in time, competitors will come a lot. They will steal the way you do it. They will have a lot of advantages over you. And if you fold your hand and I'm looking at them, then they will send you out of the market. But what type of technological advantage will I add, utilize in order to improve on my product, add value to it, improve on the packaging, improve on marketing, improve on the production method, processes. I used to take about 3 days to produce 1,000 products, but with a better technology, I can even take 3 hours to do it. All these ones are things I should have to assess as I am doing it. Then class, possible business part. Here we're only talking about one, try to follow your talent. That's the last one. Follow your talent. Your talent is what you are better at. Even if they wake you in the morning, you say, no, add it, it will work. Then you talk about passion. We talked about interest. It's only if you have passion, you have interest in whatever, no matter the challenges that comes in, you will stand by it and you will succeed. Class, following your mission, following your target. What do I want to, how do I want to look at this business in the next 3 days, in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years? I want to control the whole of Abuja. I want every house in Abuja to use this material. Until I have that focus in me, then I will be able to charge myself and try to do it. Then capitalizing on your asset. Yes, how do I get my asset? I want to capitalize on it. It may be this asset I might have inherited it, or it's government support. Plus, this one we want to go for is government support, like the ASMIS loan that we want to go. It's more government support. How do I make the best, or how do I judiciously utilize it so that at a point in time I will be able to pay them happily? We live happily after, because we want a relationship that will not only stop at this first loan. No, we want a relationship that even after I'm able to repay them now, next time I will still come for a better relationship because I want to expand my business. Plus, so plus, with this, at least we have come to the conclusion of this. As we say in Sweden, always think big. It's good, it's wise for you to think big, but start small. Start now. You may be whatever you want to become later, but start small. Start small. You're able to understand the challenges. You're able to manage whatever defaults that comes in. But whenever you're able to understand these challenges, overcome them, and then the next time you will put more of your capital in order to do it big. Thank you very much, class, for listening. Thank you very much.